Howdy, my name is John Wayne Lass. I'm class of '88, first college student in my family. I was born in Denison, Texas.
Name your brothers and sisters and their years of birth.
I have one brother, Stephen Lee, and he was born in 1968 in Gainesville, Texas.
What was your mother's full name?
My mom's name is June Evelyn Glover.
What is your father's full name?
His name is Wayne John Lass.
Tell a family nickname that you had. How did you get it?
I don't really know how I got my nickname, but I was John Jellybean.
Tell of any other nicknames in your family.
And my brother was Steve Marino, and I really don't know that either. That's what our nicknames were.
What did your father do for a living?
My dad was a pipe fitter and did a lot of refinery work.
Did your mother work outside the home?
No, she controlled the house. She took care of it, kept us all straight, and was a house engineer.
Name the towns or suburbs that you lived in before you were 20.
Well, actually that would be pretty difficult. I lived in 33 different towns. Well, 34 I guess, College Station, so but I lived in quite a few.
Can you remember your childhood addresses?
No, I can't. We lived a lot in Texas, but we lived as far east as Virginia, and we lived as far north as Iowa, and as far west as California. So we kind of were spread out all over the place.
Why did you move around so much?
It was due to my dad's jobs, do refinery work. They'd build the power plant or refinery, and once that job was done, had to get on the road, find the next job. So we were traveling quite a bit.
How many rooms did you have in your house, and what were they?
Well, there weren't very many rooms because we actually lived in a travel trailer. We, due to the job and everything else and having to pick up and go, we basically had, well, I guess you could say 3 rooms that actually had doors.
Tell about your favorite toy.
Oh, I guess my favorite toy were the little plastic army men. I spent a lot of time having battles with my army men. That was a lot of joy there.
Which secondary school did you go to?
I went to Daingerville High School in Texas. I guess I had 177 students in my class, and probably that many in each class. It was a fairly small school.
How did you get to school?
Well, I guess starting off I walked. It was only probably about 1.5 miles from the house. And then when some of my classmates could drive, they picked me up, and eventually I drove once I was able to get my license.
What was the biggest problem you remember having in secondary school?
I guess the fear of being a freshman and the seniors and initiation and all that. And it wasn't that big a deal, but we sure were scared when we started out going to high school. Tell
of a favorite hangout for you and your friends at high school.
We had a biology teacher that opened his class, and we would play chess, and kind of nerdy and everything, but we had a lot of fun playing chess and just talking there before class.
Tell of a nickname given to you by your friends and classmates. How did you get it?
Dieselhead was my name, and as you can tell, it's a pretty big noggin.
Name your best school friends. Do you still know them?
Yeah, I had Gary and Cap and Edwin and Ray and Darren, and I guess all of them I keep pretty much in touch with on occasion, and I guess Ray's probably the only one that I haven't talked to in a while.
Was your group of friends sporty, nerdy, rowdy, cool?
Sporty. Of course, I think we all think we're cool. So.
Did you get any awards at school?
Yeah, I was most dependable, and that was Mr. DHS.
What sports did you play?
Everything I could. Football, baseball, tennis, some track.
Did you have to abide by a curfew as a youth?
Oh, yes. And abide I did, because there was consequences to pay, so yes, I did.
So, what were your least favorite and most favorite subjects in school?
Well, probably my favorite were biology and when I was started out, and then physics. And I guess I like the sciences. English was not my strong point, as you can probably tell by this interview. Haven't mastered the language yet.
Well, thank you for your time.
All right, you're welcome.